Hello everybody, how are you? I'm Fotini. I'm talking to you from Athens, Greece. I'm a self-knowledge consultant. I'm an esoteric astrologer, an artist, a writer. I am an activator of higher consciousness, and I'm carrying the energies of the High Priestess. And on my channel, on this channel, Holistic Healing, you are learning about the human etheric body, you are learning about activation, you are learning about your race, how you can be the creator of your own life. You are having readings from the perspective of esoteric astrology and so many things of the new era. I cannot really define everything that I'm sharing. You just have to be open because this is a new, let's say, technology, a new science. Today I want to share a little bit, since we just crossed the pink moon. We are still, of course, under the influence of it. It's the first spiritual, according to angel wisdom, it's the first spiritual full moon of the new year, which is officially starting after the spring equinox. It is called the Festival of Resurrection, and it is about the energies of the first ray, which is the decision point. This video is also about the 4-4 portal, the significance of the number 4, but especially the significance of this 4-4 portal. And I will explain. First, let's talk about the festival, the spiritual festival of resurrection that has to do with the energies of Aries Libra. Aries rules the head, and the Tibetan master Tzvalkul, the master of the second ray, speaks in esoteric astrology in the sign of Aries that the true resurrection has to do with the inside masculine current that is called Osiris. It's the Pingala. It has to do with the golden thread of energy, which is the consciousness. It has to do with the divine masculine. Aries is a masculine sign ruled by Mars, and it has to do with the specific decision. And what is this decision? Many believe that decision is that I decide to go for vacation, or I decide to have a family, or I decide to do that, or I decide to move to this country. No. The true decision that has to do with the first ray is the decision of the rays of consciousness. It's the decision of the internal self to start climbing the spine to reach the head, which inside the head is the representation of Golgotha that Christ represented when he was crucified, and it has to do with the decision of awakening to Christ consciousness. And Christ consciousness is not about love, that many believe that it's only that. It's create from the head through love. The head creates through love. That means that the head creates through peace. And for that to happen, the two hemispheres, right and left, must be connected. And that means that there is no duality. For that to happen, the current of energy that is starting from the root chakra is climbing towards the head when he meets the silver line, which is Inda, representative of the divine feminine, right brain, and there they shape a whole, a cycle, and from that point they have a connected view, the third eye, of the reality. This is the resurrection. And Yeshua made that clear in his life. Each year, around these times, because it's spring, and the masculine energy that has awakened after the winter solstice and the spring equinox is prepared to awaken. Some they do, some they don't, and they postpone this awakening. Humanity right now is at the crucial point of mass awakening. And it is so because Neptune entered Aries. Neptune is the ruler of the sixth ray, the ray of Christ. And Saturn is also in Aries, challenging the humans and their honest decision to become who they are, to unite, that is, with their spiritual self. This choice is the choice that is made through yesterday's full moon, because the choice point is ruled by Libra, and it has to do with balancing the two and walk the middle ground, which is the golden ground, the golden path, which is the Christ consciousness path. This is symbolically what is happening. Now, for that to happen in a lifetime, the soul and the human must be prepared, and must be prepared through various tests. But especially at these times that we are in, it is the time of the mass awakening, because we have ended an old karmic cycle. We have ended the era of Pisces, and we are moving into the era of Aquarius. And that's a whole different era, from mysticism to occultism, from the mutable cross to the fixed cross, from spirituality to groundness. Don't forget that Aquarius is ruled also by Saturn. Now, the significance of the fourth month, April, which is usually when the festival of resurrection is happening, has to do with the base chakra, with the base of the spine, and the number 4, because the Muladhara chakra has 4 petals. And this is the initiation of the first ray, Aries. And as I said, this is the initiation of decision. Now, strange enough, this 4-4 portal has the number 144. And you might know that this is a very sacred number, because 144 equals that 44 is the number of Shambhala, peace, and also 1 is the first ray. 144 is the symbolically number of the monadic ray that you belong in. And in order to do that, you have to have your ray chart. Because if you don't know in which monadic group you belong, that means what is your monadic ray, the ray of your monad, you don't know actually where do you belong. What is the main energy that is the main current of your being? And we have 3 monadic rays. We have the first ray, which is willpower. We have the second ray, love, wisdom, and we have the third ray, active intelligence. Each monadic ray has a different soul cluster, a different soul tribe, and a different way of actualizing itself. And the code is different because each monadic cluster is searching for a different thing. It has a different purpose. For example, the first ray, the purpose is freedom. The second ray, the purpose is to express love and wisdom. And the third ray is, the purpose is to actively bring the higher intelligence into the planet. The first ray has to do with making decisions, the political aspect of humans. The second ray usually are the teachers. It's the educational ray, as Christ was. And the third ray is the ray of, let's say, the workers, the ones that are actively bringing new methods to be used. If you don't know your ray, you are out of your purpose. And if you are out of your purpose, you are struggling. And if you are struggling, you are not in peace. And we are moving into the era of peace. That's Aquarian era. That's why we have all these wars. Because the wars is a reflection of the inner conflict. Who I am. Who am I truly? The inheritance of humanity is to be free of wars, to express peace and freedom and love. This is the Aquarian age. But until each and every one is aligned with its own purpose, and that's why always, the resurrection full moon is very important, because it's the decision point. Who am I following? Am I following my higher self, my monad, or am I following the crowds? And the 4-4 portal is grounding decision, but this here is 144. It's even more important, because the 2 major planets, Neptune and Saturn, are both in Aries, and soon Mars and Aries, and we will have a stellium of planets in Aries, which points out to the fact that this decision is now crucial for the rest of your life. You have to get the information needed for yourself and start aligning yourself, because you have a very big cycle starting. 3 years Saturn in Aries and 14 years Neptune in Aries. And along with that, you will have Uranus entering Gemini. That means a whole different era of Uranian information. And all these are demanding new humans with new consciousness, activating within them the Christ within, which is the point within where a human can create out of love, not out of conflict, not out of fear. So if you would like to have your ray chart, you can send me an email and you can have your ray chart. This is prepared for you, and I'm offering, along with your ray chart, a special book for you with explanation of all your rays in all your bodies, plus a unique meditation for you according to your rays, so that you can embody the special attributes of your own race. This is a new psychology. It's embodying a new type of human, the Christos human. It has nothing to do with the old trauma. That era is gone. The era of the axis Pisces Virgo, which is the 6th and 12th house, that is the healing axis, has ended. And now we are moving into the era of conscious creation, of occultism, of consciously creating our lives and the future that we want. First, individually, because Aquarius is an individual, and then, and only then, collectively, of course, in the far future. But you cannot wait for the world to change in order for you to change. You have to do that in your own individual life. That's why 144. It's your own unique decision to stand up, resurrect your energies, elevate through your spine, go to your head, and from that point, direct your energy. Unbothered from your inner traumas, unbothered from your misconception, illusion, with a clear decision, clear guidance, and discernment and wisdom. I wish you a beautiful month, and if you would like to know more, you can send me an email about your ray chart, and if you like to subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the information, I will be most grateful for that. Thank you for listening. Have a great day. Bye.